really sure if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but so we went ahead and we're going to say okay to the customers that have been saying, please get a head-mounted video camera. So I did that. I went out and got one, and I'm going to ask for your forgiveness ahead of time because you really got to move your head slow when you're wearing these things. So without further ado, we're going to show you what we're doing tonight in the shop. Essentially, we have bandsaw boxes to the point where they're all done. They're cut out. They're glued up. Look for those episodes on SC Custom Designs. And the customer ordered 5 of these. And so this is the next level after this. So this is the rough sanding, and then what we do is we shape the box and give it a softer look. You can look at them side by side and see that this guy here on the right is a little more soft looking, and so on and so forth. So these guys are for the most part done. Look in the future to our videos and our progress on bandsaw boxes. We're going to really be going to town on these guys. I already got a suggestion from one of my daughters, who's very artistic, to make these stackable. She used another word for it, but basically you insert one into the other and you can place them in various configurations. So that's what we're going to be doing. But let's talk about how do we get from this nice real soft look from this. So essentially we use the rigid sander. I can't say enough about this rigid sander. This rigid sander is saving me so much time. In the past, when I would sand these boxes, I would use hand sanders and a lot of hand sanding, that is, with sheets of various grits of sandpaper. This here cuts my time down so much. It's just amazing. It does take some time to get used to how it works. I have flung plenty of boxes that way to my left because it's all about a learning curve. So I went ahead and put this on. This grit is 36 grit. Okay. Putting a 36 grit paper on is going to allow me to very quickly shape the boxes. Okay. So this becomes your shaper. So this is how easy it is to put this on. Look up my review on the rigid. So when you turn it on, you're going to make sure that this paper isn't going to go up or down, and you get used to being ready to take action on that. We'll show you how. And it's that easy. I love this tool. I love it. So what I did is I already went and took the box and I turned it like this, basically, to get the rough shape. So I started to shape it, okay? And then I rounded off these corners as well. You have to be very careful how you approach taking off the sides. You want to go with the grain, never go against it. That's how your pieces end up down there or up in the air somewhere. So you basically want to rotate the box like this. This is where the grain is going this way, and you're going to want to stop. And you don't want to continue going because you're going to have what they call tear out. You're going to rip this grain right out, and that's not pretty. So here we have this guy here to do. We'll go ahead and turn it on. again, I apologize for the moving my head too quickly. It's just going to take me some time, but I know my fans love me, and they're going to put up with this for a little while. Go ahead and take your Dramamine if you have to. So we just used 36 grit. 36 grit is wonderful for shaping, okay? Now we're going to put on 120 grit, and that's going to help me to get to the next level, which is almost this, okay? So let's go ahead and we'll place that on. If you don't have one of these units, I highly recommend that you go out and you get one. They are really, really helpful in the shop. Very useful in the shop. Okay, so again, you're going to want to slide down the sleeve, lock it in, and be ready to turn this to counteract whichever way it's going to go. Okay, now that we smoothed it out somewhat, we're going to go ahead and go to the hand sanding stage. And they say this is the most boring part of the process, and well, I can't argue with that. But there is some satisfaction with watching the unit come from this to look like this, very, very soft, so on and so forth. So I have a variety of, oh, by the way, I highly recommend getting one of these because of the running the video. I didn't want to bother to put this on, but it's nice to put these on, tune into your favorite radio station, and then just go ahead and work in that way. So we have various types of sanders, and many years ago they didn't have sanders that were soft on the hand. It's almost like I was Huckleberry Finn and I fell asleep and just, didn't know that they came out with these products. I was using blocks of wood and I would wrap the paper around. Of course, now we have Velcro. God bless Velcro. That the paper just goes on very quickly like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next level. We'll be sanding like this, okay? We'll be sanding the undersides like this, and we'll make it nice and round and soft. We're going to do the same to the drawers as well. Okay, so we're going to go basically from looking like this here which is really straight lines, to softer lines, okay? And trust me, it makes a big difference when you do that. So if you just look at them side by side, you could see the difference. So again, we're going to be going to the next level with bandsaw boxes. I did purchase a book on bandsaw boxes, and I want to get the author's permission to be able to display it. In the meantime, just stay tuned, and we hope you like what you see. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, SC Custom Designs, and we'd like to hear your feedback, so on and so forth. Again, here's another example of some bandsaw boxes. This here I actually got from YouTube with the author's permission. I printed out the template and I used it. This is the next stage. I ended up putting a back on after the fact. The customers stated that they didn't like the way it came both ways. And so we put a back on it. That was easy enough to do. Okay, so it's all about what the customer wants. And if they change their mind, we're okay with that. That's fine. Thanks for tuning in to SC Custom Designs. And we appreciate that you come into our shop. God bless, and take care.